Once a month is the rule for sexual intercourse that the woman set for her husband. Jack is in his prime, but in the face of his wife's unreasonable request, he can only choose to accept it helplessly, because his status in this family is really too low. Perhaps in the eyes of the neighbors, they are happy. They live in a villa, and have a son and a daughter. Jack is responsible for earning money to support the family, while his wife is responsible for being beautiful. The neighbors are very envious of them, but only Jack himself knows that all these are just appearances. Although Jack is the boss of a furniture factory, he knows better than anyone else in his heart that, if it weren't for his father-in-law's investment, he would probably still be a wage earner. So his position as the head of the family is merely in name. Almost all the big and small matters in the family are decided by his wife. But it wasn't until a girl appeared that Jack completely changed. The girl's name is Lisa. Lisa has fair skin, beautiful looks and long legs. It just so happened that the position she applied for was a salesperson. So Jack hired this young girl. In fact, in a sense, Jack also had some selfish motives. Because of the sexual intercourse rule set by his wife, make Jack completely defenseless against beautiful women. His idea was very simple. Even if Lisa didn't make any sales, it would be nice to have her around as a pretty ornament. But he never expected that. Lisa made a big sale on her first day at work, and even gave Jack a big hug. At first, he hired Lisa purely to have something pleasing to the eye. Now, he can even take advantage of Lisa, but also bring performance to the company. Jack was very happy. As time went by, Lisa's behavior became more and more bold. She not only makes physical advances towards Jack, she also says some cheesy pickup lines to Jack during working hours. In the end, Jack couldn't resist the temptation. However, on this day, Lisa told Jack that she was pregnant. Jack was terrified when he heard this. He didn't know how to deal with Lisa, let alone face his wife with a guilty conscience, so he had to run away in a hurry on the pretext of a stomachache. The next day, Jack took out $30,000 to settle the matter, but Lisa said it was not enough. Jack never dreamed that. All this was actually arranged by Lisa. Her purpose of approaching Jack in the company was to squeeze out all his money. It turned out that Lisa had a team in private, and $30,000 was obviously not enough to satisfy these people. That night, Jack still confessed to his wife. On the one hand, his wife wanted to give the children a complete home. On the other hand, she didn't want this matter to reach the ears of outsiders, so his wife wanted to solve it in her own way. As for Jack, he didn't need to do anything but cooperate with her obediently. The next day, his wife prepared a large amount of sleeping pills and told Jack to find a chance to let Lisa drink them. At 8 p.m., Lisa came to the furniture store as promised to get the money. Lisa picked up the cup and drank it without any precaution. Soon, she completely passed out. Then Jack took Lisa home. His wife knew very well that greedy people like Lisa would do it a second time once they succeeded. Therefore, she must be eliminated to avoid future troubles. First, she put Lisa on the chopping board, then calmly took off her coat, put on a protective suit, and then picked up an electric saw to dismember Lisa. The cruelty of the method made Jack vomit several times. He thought that with Lisa's death, this matter would be over, but an accident happened the next day.